Hello, it's Chris.
Hello, everybody. I'm Chris Clemens, and welcome to Chris vs. the People. We have an interesting episode ahead of us because we have someone who talked about Taylor Swift after a hookup, but there was a mega twist. And listen, I need to get to the bottom of what that twist was. We have someone whose mom ruined Disney World. We have someone who needs to figure out if they were the reason for their friendship ending. And then we have someone who catfished an entire group of kids. So, needless to say, this was probably the worst episode to go to happy hour before recording. If you can't tell from the cadence in my voice, or if I'm even using the word cadence correctly in a sentence, I am a little inebriated. That did happen, and I apologize for my unprofessionalism. However, shut up. You're not HR, so thank you so much. I'm glad we covered that. I will say I picked the Taylor Swift call because it feels very topical and feels really heated, which I find so interesting because I grew up being a Swiftie in high school because obviously 15 and all of those kinds of songs hit so hard when I was at the same point of life as her. And then as I've gotten older, I've remained a fan of the music, but a lot of the public persona of Taylor Swift became less appealing to me. And with this new album, I find it wild that so many people are talking about it and having such opinions. And listen, I want to say I love that everybody has their own opinion. Your opinion does not need to be a think piece, okay? You can say sonically, I like the album. Lyrically, I thought this was one of her worst examples of being a songwriter. And end it there. And that's how I feel about it, I'm so glad that people find joy in it. I'm so glad that people find happiness in the album. To me, I think the lyrics are not what they could be, and I think sonically it sounds great. So there's that. I do think she should have picked a different album cover. I will say that, Taylor, if you need an album image consultant, I really got you. I'm down to put in the work and pick you the correct stuff because you released 98 different variants, all of which were better album covers than the one you picked. And honestly, that picture, the main Life of a Showgirl album of her in the bathtub, I don't think is a good photo. And I'm blaming Mert Alas on that because Mert and Marcus taking those pictures, that is my own grievances with them because that was shocking that some of that was their work. Okay, now that I've been screaming into a microphone, before we get to the calls, I just want to remind you to subscribe to Chris vs. the People wherever you get your podcasts. If you like video episodes, we've got them up on youtube.com/@Chris vs. the People. You can just search Chris vs. the People on YouTube and you'll find it. Feel free to subscribe, and if you're watching the video episode, say hey and give me something good happen in your life in the comments. I'd love to read that. Now, as always, we are going to be recording an after show for Patreon on patreon.com/Chris Clemens, so feel free to join so you get even more phone calls of dysfunction and whatnot afterwards. Oh my God, the calls for the after show. I fear this might be one of those moments where the after show is far more exciting than the main episode. And mostly because we can talk about so much more on Patreon. It's not that I'm trying to shaft the people. Ooh, shaft? Oh, it's not that I'm trying to shaft ya. Ooh. Wow. I mean, tell me I came from happy hour without telling you I came from happy hour. And then if you find it in your heart, please leave a review and 5 stars for this podcast because that helps us out a lot. And now that I'm talking with a Southern accent and I'm the age of 89, we're going to get to our first call.
Hello?
Hi, Helen. Welcome to Chris vs. the People. So you told a man the history of Taylor Swift after a hookup as pillow talk, but you mentioned a twist in this. I guess, where did this hookup originate? Was it Hinge? Was it Bumble? I was going to ask if it was Grindr, but that wouldn't make sense.
It was Tinder, and this was in 2017. So this was before all of the current Taylor album.
Pump the brakes right there because I just talked about the Taylor album. Are you not a fan of the new album?
No, I had to revoke my Swiftie card for this album. So,
okay, I want to say that like I feel such a similarity with that, and I'm not saying this. I know a lot of people bash Taylor in like hopes of clout or anything. Like I'm saying it because like I once was a fan. I went to the Speak Now tour, so close. I dressed up my car to try and win a meet and greet. Like Taylor Swift was that girl for me. And then it just sort of felt like I grew up at a different pace. And I know that sounds condescending, but I just didn't. I wanted to be clear where you stood with the latest album. Okay, got it. So you're in the same boat as me, kind of like this was a disappointment.
Yeah. I went to the Eras tour twice, and I pre-bought the album, which I totally regret doing, but you know, it is what it is.
No, that's super fair. At the time of this story, though, you were like a hardcore Swiftie, would you say?
Hardcore. This was during the Reputation era, so I was like hardcore vibing with Rep and like all of the lore behind all of the songs and everything. So
okay, got it. So what attracted you to this guy? Was he also kind of giving inklings of a Swiftie?
No, he was just like the dark and brooding type. Like
oh my God, I totally forgot. It's the Reputation era. So true, bestie.
Yeah, I was like looking for my Joe Alwyn.
No, not the Joe Alwyn. Okay, so we're going to fast forward through all of this dysfunction. So you guys hook up. And then I guess, like, how did Taylor Swift's lifelong, like, true Hollywood story come into starting?
So I'm just going to do some backstory on the guy.
Okay.
So we met on Tinder. We talked for a bit, and then we didn't talk for like 6 months.
Wait, okay, time out. Is a bit more than 6 months?
So we talked for like a month on the app, and then like we didn't talk for 6 months. And then all of a sudden he just like showed back up in my like Tinder DMs.
I am fucking triggered because the last time that happened to me, my life got so derailed. We matched, talked, didn't talk, and then once we got back into it, it was like my life was never the same.
Well, I can say the same about this, but so like he like just appeared again, and we went on a couple of dates, and for this story, I went to his dorm, and just to tell you the kind of guy he was a senior in college. I was a sophomore at the time, so I was living in the dorms myself, but that's just because I couldn't afford to live out of the dorms.
Okay, so we've got a Taylor Swift, Jake Gyllenhaal kind of vibe going. Okay, you're really setting the scene for this Reputation era.
Yes. So go to his dorm, and we are watching a little movie, having a little pizza, and then all of a sudden, like, you know, we get to business.
As two individuals do. You know what? Hell yeah.
And as, like, we're getting hot and heavy, he whispers in my ear, "You know what I'm into." And
you're like, that's so interesting, because no, I don't.
So he was like, "Just take out all your frustrations on my balls." So he was, like, really into ball busting.
Wait, girl, Miss Helen of Troy, what the fuck? You didn't even just like ease us into that. You went full shaft into ball busting.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not trying to kink shame or kink judge. I'm just, wow, that came out of left field. I'm not going to lie to you, Helen. Okay, so he says, take whatever frustrations you have out on my balls.
Yep. So I'll just go down there and give it.
And have you done something like that before, where you like take a little sledgehammer to them, or no?
No, this is my first time, and that was also my last time. So it was not as enjoyable as I thought it was going to be.
That's so real. I mean, okay, so did you know what ball busting was? I know we're getting off topic here, but I mean, this is the magic in the story. Did you know what ball busting was?
I didn't until after this whole situation, he kind of had to be like, just go squeeze him a bit.
Wait, so you hear ball busting, take out your frustrations, just squeeze them a bit. Did you ever think about giving it a knuckle sandwich?
I did, but
like if someone said like bust my fucking balls, I would be like, okay, get on all fours and make that thing hang like a little punching bag and I'll get to work. Like I just don't know, like give him a squeeze. Honey, I'm going to make him pop.
I wish I had the balls.
So to speak, yeah.
Yeah. But I didn't. I just gave him a little squeeze and then, that was the end of it. But yeah, after that situation, it was trying to do some pillow talk after that and asking him about his favorite music because, as you're well aware, I'm a Swiftie. So
that's coming up in conversation at some point.
Oh, yeah. But I asked him his favorite music, and he was like, oh, yeah, I'm into classic music. And me being the naive 20-year-old I was like, oh, okay, classic rock. So I was like, so you're into AC/DC then? And he went, no, I'm into Beethoven.
Oh, he said, let's take it back to 1400 BC.
Yes.
Or whenever that happened. I actually have not a fucking clue. I know when dinosaurs reigned on this planet, I could not fucking tell you, gun to my head, when Mozart and Beethoven, or they might even be the same person. I don't know when they walked this planet. Was that the 1900s? Was that 1600s? Was that 1400s BC? I don't know. And I feel fine with that. Okay, so he gets down to Beethoven. And I was like, oh, so you don't know about the goddess Taylor Swift? And he was like, no. So then I said, let me give you the history lesson. You said, here's the Wikipedia link, except it's the audiobook.
So for about 10 minutes, I told him the history of Taylor Swift, starting from she was born on a Christmas tree farm in Pennsylvania to the Reputation era.
The fact that you did that all in 10 minutes is remarkable, honestly.
I wanted to get out of there.
No, that's so fair. Okay, so you read her autobiography, and then where does the twist come? I'm almost afraid to ask now that we have busting and Taylor Swift in the same story.
Well, the twist was the ball busting, but I guess I didn't write it correctly in the prompt, but
You're like, oh, no, the twist already happened, Chris.
But after that, he didn't want to see me again, and I don't know if it was because I was bad at the ball busting or if I bored him with Taylor Swift.
I mean, I don't think they have to be mutually exclusive. So all you did for ball busting was just give it a little squeeze? Like, was it a pretty forceful squeeze, or it was just like I'm polite in your home kind of squeeze?
It was I would say it was like squeezing like a stress ball when you're like kind of like angry.
Oh my God. Honey, you just prevented that man from having children. And I'd like to say thank you on 2 cameras recording right now. I mean, oh my God, you are doing the Lord's work. Every woman out there, go and hook up and just squeeze the shit out of those balls until you've got a dish of mashed potatoes.
And, they might like it, so.
And they might even like it. It's like mutually beneficial. Oh my God. We've really kind of come together on some sort of solution. I don't know for what exactly, but I feel like we solved a problem.
Yeah. Saving the planet, one ball busting at a time.
And I couldn't have said it better myself. Wow, Helen, who knew that someone writing in about Taylor Swift would have led to ball busting? I'm kind of obsessed with your duality.
Well, thank you. It was my rep era, so. It was
your reputation is now the stress ball squeeze. That's your specialty.
Yes.
I respect that, Helen. Thank you so much for being a part of today's episode.
Yes, thank you.
Oh my God, I'm obsessed with you. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Bitch, when she said that she squeezed it like a stress ball when you're angry, I was like, okay, got it. So there are no survivors. The way she said that so nonchalantly, too, of like, just like, a stress ball when you're really angry, had a bad day, you want to just beat the shit out of everything. Like, okay, icon. However, speaking of icons, we have to get to our next call because I fear we're going to find a new icon.
Hello.
Hi, Sierra. So we have to talk about how your mom almost ruined Disney World. You said this, and my curiosity was in fact piqued.
Oh my God. Okay, so it's kind of a crazy story. It was definitely crazy to go through.
I mean, whenever your mom ruins something, it's usually a story to go through. How long ago was this?
Oh my God. It was like about 17 years ago. It happened when I was like 11.
Oh, okay. So you've been to therapy for this. Got it.
Oh yeah, no. Been through a couple therapists now.
That makes two of us. So what happened at Disney World? How did your mom almost ruin it?
Okay, so it started, my uncle lived in Florida. He was there, he worked for the Army, so he was stationed out there for a long time.
Wow, double whammy for him. Army and Florida? Ooh, jeez.
Oh yeah. Florida I think he lived there for like 10 years. I don't know how he did it, honestly. I spent a month there and I was like, please take me home.
Oh my God, I've spent a weekend there and said, FEMA, are you still a government agency or have we scrapped you too?
So basically that summer he was like, oh, I want to take the family down here and I'm going to go on a vacation. So we stayed down there for a month. For like 2 days that we were there, he was like, I want to take everyone to Disney World. So awesome. Me and my sister, I have a younger sister. We were so excited. We were like, hell yeah, we're going to get to go to Disney World. Like, haha, like showing off to everybody before we left. And then when we did finally get to go to Disney World, he also invited my aunt and my 3 cousins were there with us.
And like, without like, diverting this phone call, what's the lore with your aunt and 3 cousins? Like, why is that a chapter in this story?
That actually does make it a little bit funnier. They are very like conservative Christian, a lot different than the rest of the family.
Got it.
The rest of the family is devout Catholic, so I was raised Catholic, but they were very conservative Christian, and so the rest of the family, that felt like wildly different.
That makes a lot of fucking sense. Okay, so it's you, your little sister, your family, your uncle in the Army who lives in Florida, and then your aunt and 3 cousins who are all very conservative. I'm saying that out loud, being like, what could go wrong? That alone could ruin Disney.
No, it gets crazy. They're already judgy, and my mom is the middle child. So she's like, she already knows their MO.
I already know your mom's outlook as a fellow middle kid. Oh,
yeah, no, it's a lot. Like, she always feels like pressure from them, but at the same time is the one always keeping the peace. So when it's her, it goes wildly different. So we all met up in Florida, in Orlando. We got a hotel there where we were all together. And the next morning we went to Disney World and it was awesome. We went to Magic Kingdom. And the day started. It was great. We were all doing our Disney World things, paying $10 whole for a regular water bottle.
No, we can't talk about that. Like, I will literally burst into flames. Like, I cannot talk about the Disney inflation of it all. I mean, Jesus Christ. I went there as an adult who was making decent money, like good money. And I was like clutching my pearls, which were fucking real. And I was like, oh, what? And then you get the food and it's like, so is this for a mouse, comma Mickey or what?
Yeah, it's like chicken tendies you could have made at home type thing.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, sorry, we're getting off topic here. Okay. So you paid $10 for a water. That's all I remember. I'm like pissed off.
We spent $300 on water, and then eventually we were like, oh, this is really cool. Like, there's this like interactive like Buzz Lightyear ride. We can get out of the heat. It was the middle of July in Florida. So we're like an indoor like interactive ride. This is really cool. Like, let's do this. So my whole family went on this ride. Even my 80-year-old grandmother who came with us, she was also with us.
Okay, period. Come on, Judy
This is
Dench.
the time where everyone could sit down and relax for a second and be on this interactive.
Everyone's like, I don't give a shit if I go upside down, I'm in 3D or what. I need to sit.
Yeah, I need to sit and be in air conditioning that I don't have to really pay for because we already paid to get in here.
No, I definitely fuck with your family on that aspect heavily.
Oh, yeah. No. So we all get on. We're going through the ride. It's super fun. We're using the little gun things in the car to shoot those screen things.
Classic. Yeah. I know the ride.
And all of a sudden I hear my mom behind me make this sound. And I'm like, is she good?
What kind? Wait. Time out. Before we go any further, what kind of sound? Is it like a oh, or like a oh, or like a?
She was definitely just and I heard it. I don't know if anyone else heard it, but I heard it.
Okay, were you going around a turn on the ride? Because sometimes those are so jerky that I'm oh my God, and then that's how I know I'm getting older.
It was a pretty slower ride.
Ah, got it. So there was no reason for her to be climaxing.
No, I was like, is she okay? Maybe she's in pain. I don't know what happened. So we're going through the ride, and I'm just 11, so I'm just having fun. I'm whatever. My mom's probably fine. And then when we get to the end of the ride and we get out and we get back outside, my mom is like, I had an accident. I need to go somewhere right now. And I'm 11, so I'm like, what? And then I think it was my uncle first, overheard her. So then she has to then repeat herself. I think I had an accident. I need to go somewhere right now. And then my aunt hears them. So then she asks, and she has to repeat herself again in the middle of Disney. I had an accident. I need to go.
She's on the overcom in Cinderella's castle. She's like, attention, Disney. I had an accident on the Buzz Lightyear experience extravaganza, okay?
And then the worst part of that part of it is she had white jeans on. My poor mom had white jeans on.
And she pissed herself?
Had an accident on the Buzz Lightyear ride and is now having to deal with my family hello, this is happening right now. I need to go somewhere right now. So she runs to the nearest bathroom. I remember we all just kind of relocated towards the nearest bathroom, which wasn't too far, luckily. But then it gets worse. My aunt went in with her, who, mind you, conservative aunt, very judgy.
Oh, trust me, let it be clear that all I've been thinking about is the fact that she is the conservative and judgmental one.
Oh, yeah, so she's already how did this happen? Da-da-da. My mom's just what are you talking about? Who cares? We're dealing with this right now.
She's like, we're going to find the exact time of life that this had. When did this accident happen?
Yeah, and my mom's just shut the F up, help me. I don't care what you have to say right now. So my aunt was like, I'm going to go to gift shops, if we could split up and go to gift shops because there's so many, and see if we could find shorts or a skirt or something. So my one other uncle, my aunt's husband, stayed with us. And my other uncle and my aunt went running around to gift shops and were trying to find her something to wear because she straight up threw those jeans out in the public Disney World bathroom.
What did she do in these jeans?
Oh my God. She just full on let loose by accident.
Pissed? Her pants were yellow?
Oh no, she straight up shit her pants on the Buzz Lightyear ride in Disney World. And at this point,
okay, as a former victim of shitting themselves and it being turned into entertainment, I really am sorry for laughing out loud. You describing the ride as this slow, easy Toy Story, whatever the fuck. I'm crying. Your mom shit herself?
Oh, yeah, full on. She is an IBS girly, so sometimes stuff happens. It was really hot out that day.
Nope, I got it. Okay, you say, but here's the thing, though. I want to feel sympathetic because, like, I get the IBS struggle. You cannot wear white pants, period.
So, yeah, she wore white pants. She was committed to the fit. It was a nice fit.
I'm sure it was. It doesn't look great when the pants are now cow print.
Oh, yeah, no, it was, those pants are gone. They went with Disney World's trash for sure that day. And sorry to whoever had to empty the trash that day. They were probably like, why is there pants in here? Oh, my God.
I mean, they're clearing the trash at Disney World. I think they've seen, honestly, far worse.
That is true. It is Disney World in Florida. So.
You know, like, they have had to seen worse. Like, I just have to believe that in my soul.
I do believe that. I feel like my mom probably takes solace in that, too.
So how did you find out your mom shit herself? Did she tell the class afterwards?
Oh, she straight up told me. I was the first one she told. I'm the oldest kid, so I always get to hear everything first.
Period. You got the inside scoop.
Yeah, my uncle overheard her telling me, and then that's how kind of just everyone in our group found out. And we were all like, oh my God, what are we going to do?
Dude, you cannot trust these fucking Florida Army men. I swear to God. They will just tell your shit to anyone who will listen. Literally, they will tell your shit to anyone who will listen.
I wonder if he ever told this story.
I mean, I don't think he's called into this show, but if he is listening, hey, that's unexpected.
My mom maybe would, though.
Honestly, hey, girl, I've been there, done that, not at Disney. Actually, I thought I've done that at Disney. It turns out that my ass was just wet from the Splash Mountain, like, chair that I was sitting on. I thought I shit myself, though.
That'll do it. We did go on that day.
Wow, I'm totally forgetting. Like, as someone who thought they shit themselves at Disney, it is a terrifying feeling because there is no, like, Disney Walmart. There is, like, no Disney Levi's. Like, it's just, like, a pair of booty shorts with Mickey Mouse ears on your ass where fecal matter just came out of. Like, it's never positive. Shitting your pants at Disney World.
No, you never know what you're going to get there. It's just all random stuff in those gift shops.
No, truly. And then you're like, fuck, am I going to have to Project Runway Mickey ears hats for $67 into shorts somehow?
Right. That's where it got worse, though, in the story.
It gets worse?
They went and split up and went to, like, a million gift shops. It got to the point where they were taking really long. Like, we were like, where is everybody? Like, us, like, all the kids and my grandmother and then my one uncle are just all sitting on this bench, just like, what is taking so long? Like, where is everybody? Like, did something happen? Like, so we're all just, like, sitting around, like, looking around. And then finally, my aunt comes back, and she's like, we split up, and we checked so many gift shops. She was like, I don't even know how far we walked or how many gift shops we were in, and none of them had like a pair of sweatpants or like shorts or something. So my aunt panicked and she grabbed this like Mickey Mouse Fantasia beach towel and brought that to my mom.
Wait, time the fuck out. You're telling me your aunt and every single other person in your family has been motherfucking trekking to every gift shop in Disney World, and your mom has been bottomless in the bathroom the whole time?
Yup, just sitting in a stall, just waiting patiently.
Honestly,
We're all waiting
that's punishment in itself. To then have to wear some Fantasia beach towel.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know your mom, but she seems like she deserves a little bit better than that. What the fuck?
Oh, no, she definitely did. She was like, what the hell? But they literally looked everywhere, and they were like, all we could find is like hoodies, and like there was like a couple like kid-size clothes, which my mom is not fitting in kid-size pants or shorts.
Nope, that's where you get the Ariana Grande hoodie and wear it as a dress. Like, yep, you might look like a bad mom. Looks better than being a fucking naked mom.
Right. Like, I mean, I wasn't like running around the gift shops with them. Maybe my aunt was being a complete bitch. I hope that's not what it was. But
Well, she's a conservative. She would never understand or even think of the fact that a hoodie could be a dress.
Right. Maybe that is what it is.
And this is why conservatism needs to die, because in the name of hoodies can be dresses.
Maybe she found like a skirt, but it was like really short. And she's like, no, she can never wear that. I won't let her wear that.
Wow. Sierra, I feel so happy about my Disney memories thanks to you.
Oh, yeah, no, it was definitely a crazy time.
How many days did you guys have left in Disney after this?
We actually only did Magic Kingdom that day. And then we did it was when the water park park first opened. So then that was the next day. So we did that the next day.
Wait. Time out. I'm so sorry. Your mother, whose good name I don't know, and that's probably for the best, shit herself on a slow action Buzz Lightyear ride.
Yes.
And then the very next day went to a water park.
Yeah, she did. She was fine there. She didn't go on anything. She just kind of
I don't give a flying fuck. The fact that woman ended up in the same 24 hours shitting herself and then in a water park.
Yeah.
This is why I don't go to fucking water parks. You don't know where these people have been, okay? They might have been stranded in a Disney World bathroom for hours, plural, while someone looked for booty shorts with Mickey ears on them. Nope. No. Wow, Sierra, this is where I am pulling the plug. What is the phrase? All right, Sierra, this is where I'm pulling the plug on this one. However, we're not done with you because we're talking to you on the after show because you're a manager at a Spencer's Gifts.
Oh, yeah.
And you said there are no secrets, just endless wild stories. So on the after show, I figured we would pick your brain about some of these stories. So we will talk to you in a little bit.
Oh, sounds good to me.
Thank you so much, Sierra. I'm so sorry that Disney is tainted. No pun intended. But we'll talk to you in a little.
It's okay. We had a lot of fun. And my mom still has the Mickey Mouse towel.
I mean, I hope she fucking does, honestly. Oh, what a queen. All right, we'll talk to you in a little.
It sounds good.
I'm listening to that story and I'm like, okay, a minor poop inconvenience. Bitch, that mom is sitting in the bathroom in Florida? I know that humidity was motherfucking brutal. I know the heat in that bathroom. I've been in a Disney World bathroom as an adult in the summer, late spring, early summertime. Not a place you would ever dream of being. It's honestly a place I forgot existed on God's green earth. Wow, I feel like simultaneously I gotta look into my future, which means I'm just never gonna go to Disney again. And if you cancel Jimmy Kimmel over just the most basic level of freedom speech, I'll happily never go again. Okay, but anyways, moving on to our next call.
Hello.
Hi, Ellen. How are you?
Oh, I'm just peachy. How are you?
I'm great, but I see that we're getting to the bottom of if you were in the wrong in a messy friendship breakup.
Yeah.
So
we are.
When was this?
Okay, so this all happened. Okay, well, I feel like it started, the friendship really started to kind of crumble back in April.
Okay. I was more so asking how long have y'all been friends? But I guess that doesn't matter.
Oh shit. My bad. We have been friends for about, I think 2 years. Yeah. We've been friends for 2 years.
And how did this end in a messy friendship breakup?
We have been friends for 2 years, but we were super close. It started around April-ish.
Okay.
We had went out and I believe that my drink got drugged.
No.
I think I got roofied because I had only had 3 drinks. And I have the liver of a sailor. So
no,
it does not take me through.
As someone who I'm convinced has been roofied as well, it's so hard describing this because okay, I'm going to speak personally. I have a feeling, I have an inkling, some might even say, that you are in the same boat as me, but I can drink a lot. Well, at the time of this happening, I could drink a lot.
Yes.
And I have drank a lot. I've experimented with drugs, like not anything too insane, but like, you know, the usual suspects of like marijuana or cocaine.
Yes.
And I have really, you know, been in every sort of mind state. When I tell you, I have never felt like this in my life.
Exactly.
Like, it is so hard to express to other people when you're in this state, because when it happened to me, I was talking to, what's so funny ended up being Sarah Shower about, like, she was just like trauma dumping at an awards after party. And I and my friend were outside sitting with her. I think my friend smoked cigarettes at the time. So we finished like 2 boxes of cigarettes combined. And we didn't have a drink at all. Like, I was at that point stone cold fucking sober. And then afterwards, I was like, I'm going to the bathroom. Somehow we got inside and went to the bar, and we ordered our first drink in like 3 hours.
Yeah.
When I drank that, when both of us drank this, like, very soon after, we were unable to stand. I remember, like, I was in the bathroom just so no one saw the fact that I couldn't stand up straight. Like, it was a feeling. Sorry, I'm like, not me trauma dumping. Anyways, okay, got it. So you were out with your friend and you felt that your drink was drugged. Okay.
Yes.
I'm just saying, I so understand this feeling and I get it. Okay, anyways, moving on.
Okay, wait, I feel so validated right now.
No, it's like a really out of body experience because you're just like, wait, I'm a pretty exercised athlete in this department. Like, I can't fucking run a mile to save my life, but I know what the fuck's going on in this laboratory.
Exactly. Like, I had only had like 3 drinks, and I shit you not, I cannot tell you what happened. I don't know.
Okay.
3 drinks does nothing for me. I can like what happened from like that night. Like, the next thing I remember is like I'm in the friend's car and I'm vomiting uncontrollably, mind you. Like, I can't stop. Usually, like, if I'm like super drunk, I can like control like my vomit. I can be like, hey, I have to throw up really quick. I had no warning like whatsoever.
No, that's super real, because a part of my story I was thinking of was the fact that I couldn't stop throwing up.
Yes.
But throwing up after 1 drink has genuinely never happened to me in my life. So maybe that was a freak accident, but also maybe the fuck I was roofied.
Yeah, exactly. Like, mine was like, I couldn't stop throwing up to the point, and then I'm like going in and out of consciousness. So I'm like, I remember throwing up, and then next thing I know, we're in a parking garage. And then next thing I know, I'm throwing up again. Then finally, once I'm somewhat still conscious, I like feel my body go like numb, and I go limp, and I fall out the car.
Wait, okay, wait. Time out. Who's with you as you're falling out of the car? The car is like at your final destination, correct?
It is now. Yes.
Okay, got it. Okay, when you said falling out of a car, I'm like, while it's driving? How are you even here to tell us this story?
Oh, no. It's parked at this point.
Okay, it's the end of the night. You've been transported home with your friend and you falling out of the car.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So where does the conflict come in?
Well, the next morning I wake up and obviously, like, I feel like you would know, like, I'm out of it the next morning. Like, I'm just like completely like groggy, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? And I threw up like in his car, and I was staying with him, and I woke up to a text to him basically kicking me out of his apartment because he was like livid with me.
This is the friend.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Wait, your friend was essentially livid, and I'm jumping to conclusions, but that you were sloppy?
Yeah.
Okay, here's the thing I'm going to tell you. Any friendship that can be ended over one night, obviously there's exclusions in this. Any friendship that can be ended over one night was not a friendship that was meant for you long term. I fully believe that. You should be able to explain yourself. You should be able to have grace. You should be able to have some sort of say before you're completely kicked off the island.
So is this the part where I tell you that that's not even where the friendship ended at?
I don't know if this is the part where you say that. What the fuck do you mean? Okay, so it's the next day. How did this friendship end?
Oh, no. So basically, like, you know, we don't talk for weeks. I reach out to him finally to tell him that I got...
Wait. You throw up and you have like let's just say, like, roofie aside, you had a wild night.
Mm-hmm.
You guys didn't talk for weeks because of that?
Yeah, I think if I can remember...
Oh, honey, I mean, just right off the top, that wasn't your friend. A friend should be able to be with you the next morning and be like, so what happened?
I had even offered to, like, pay to get his car cleaned. I did not hear from him. He was, like, livid.
Okay, got it. Fuck. Oh, God. Okay, I'm not going to jump to conclusions. Fuck him, but okay. So weeks go by, you guys don't talk. What causes this to end?
What really, like, I think started it was when I tried to tell him that I think I got roofie because I had, like, people telling me, like, that's not normal. And then he basically was like, I don't believe you.
Okay, well, what a fucking loser.
Yeah.
Like, okay, maybe I have, like, a unique perspective to this because people always look at me and they're like, Chris, you're always high, you're always drunk. Like, you weren't aware.
Right.
Shut the fuck up with that. Okay? You're basically admitting to me that I'm a professional at what I do. Okay? Do you think a professional's like, ooh, I don't know what happened? I know exactly what the fuck happened. Something that normally never happens.
Exactly.
Oh my God, I'm like irritated for you. And like, I know you said this was validating. This is like equally as validating to me.
That means a lot.
So many people I tell this story to and have been like, Chris, you just got drunk. You didn't even know. Oh, well, you're smoking cigarettes before. You don't even know. Honey, I've done all this before. I've never gone 2 hours without a drink, had a drink, and then been not able to stand up.
Exactly.
Wow. So he gets mad. So he doesn't believe you.
And at that point, we were like super duper close. So I just wanted the conflict to end. So I just basically went into a trauma response, shut down, and said, I'm sorry.
Oh, fuck that. You are not in the wrong. What are you talking about? Here's the thing. If you are someone who's going to be enjoying alcohol, like, and when I say drugs, I just mean like, honestly, mostly marijuana.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to enjoy those types of things, your friends have to be on board for the fact that that is something you enjoy. Otherwise, fuck you. You're not my friend. I say that all because you had one bad night.
Yeah.
And suddenly he can't be friends with you because he's so mad. Listen, if someone puked in my car, trust and believe, I would feel a type of way. But at the end of the day, I'd understand that that's a car and then that's my best friend. Like, that was never a friend of yours to begin with. And I honestly will stand on that. I don't know either of you, but that's not a fucking friend to you.
And the thing is like, we tried to move on, like, after that. But then that's when, like, I just kept thinking about it and I kept getting, like, angrier and angrier. So when we went out the next time, and this time, me and him, we both had the same amount to drink, but he was, like, more drunk than I was. And he just turned into, like, such a different person. Like, I mean, like, obviously I already know you think he's an asshole. He turned into an asshole, and I told him that I was ready to leave. He refused to give me the keys to his place. Mind you, you can't get inside without a key. So that means if I would have had to, like, sit outside in, like, the garage for, like, 2 hours or whatever, waiting for him to come back.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need to tell any more for me to tell you that this was never your friend. Have you guys talked since this all has...
No, because we got in a huge fight after we went out the second time because he was upset that I left him alone. Mind you, we were in a big group, and he was mad that I left him to go back to his
That's
place.
a bummer. Imagine feeling emotionally left alone by your best friend. Thank you. Next. Number 64 is up for the deli counter. I'm sorry. Like, I have had sloppy nights. I know friends have had sloppy nights. I know this sounds rudimentary, but I treat people the way that I would like to be treated. And I know that sounds so fucking cliche, dumb in second grade, but it really is the truth. I'm not perfect. I'm going to have really sloppy nights. I don't want that to be the basis of judgment and like a final verdict of who I am as a person. We all have off days, off nights. Like, that has never been your friend. You guys probably had fun. You can enjoy that.
Mm-hmm.
I really do believe people come into your life for different reasons and for seasons. And some people are just fun to go out with. Some people helped you get from this point to this point. Like, that's all okay, but that is not a long-term friend of yours. I'm going to be so upfront with you, girl.
Yeah, I've like slowly like started to realize that, and at first I felt bad because when he like refused to give me the keys to like let me into his apartment. Mind you, I'm a whole ass fucking guest at your apartment. And you won't let me. Yeah. Besides the point.
But if that's my friend, I would have no problems tossing them my keys and saying, leave it unlocked or be awake when I get home.
Exactly, and because if the roles were reversed, I would have done that for him. Like, I just wouldn't have done that to him,
And that's that. I mean, no, I don't think, honestly, that you were in the wrong. I know people will come. Honestly, if you're watching this on our YouTube channel, leave a comment if you think that Ellen is in the wrong or not, because I truly don't think that you are. And if you are, then there's something I haven't heard about the story. But your friend doesn't seem like someone who is a good weathered friend, truly.
Like, the part I felt bad about was cussing him out in the middle of the street when he said that he wouldn't give me his keys.
And that's the part I would have felt strongest about. So, girl, I think you hold your head up high and you fucking carry on, because this little bitch ain't shit.
Yeah, we haven't talked, and I feel no need to like apologize.
Has your life gotten worse without talking to them?
Honestly, no. It's actually been quite peaceful.
And there we go. It doesn't matter if you were right or wrong. You're where you need to be right now, and that's what matters, Ellen.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Like, I did not expect to relate to this story so much, but I really do. And like, as a professional slob, it happens. Like, if it becomes all that happens is you being an out of control mess, then that's a different story. But that is not the vibe I've received, and it's not the vibe I'm going to go with.
No,
So,
this was like the first time I've ever like experienced anything like that, which makes me think I think something was wrong with my drink, because that's not normal for me.
Yeah, and that's not your friend if they're not willing to hear you out. Like, period. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah. I agree. I agree with you.
Well, period. I hope you can sleep well at night knowing that you were doing your best, and that's that.
Yeah, and I can.
Period.
I never had an issue sleeping because I love to sleep, but now I will sleep even better.
Oh, God. A woman after my own heart. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and thank you so much for being a part of today's episode.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Of course. I mean, I don't know if anybody else relates to this story, but fuck. I feel you, girl.
Thank you.
Just remember who you are and remember the truth. That's all that matters.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. That actually helps a lot. Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Because I'm not going to lie, this was genuinely the worst friendship breakup I've had, and it still hurts.
Girl, you have to understand, if people can't accept you for who you are, how you come, then that's not a friend. And it will feel difficult and lonely, but once you find those people who accept you, win, lose, or draw, your standards will never shake again.
I'm about to cry. Oh, thank you.
Oh, girl, don't cry. That's so silly. On Chris versus the people? Who? Save your tears. I love you, doll. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and thanks for sharing.
I love you too. Thank you so much.
Bye. Dude, as someone who's been through normal breakups and friendship breakups hit so much worse. I don't know what it is. I mean, I know what it is because, like, most times with people that you're in the relationships with, you'll have a guard up in some capacity. But with your friends, that's like, at least for me, my friends are like my family. I'll tell them, honestly, more than I'll tell my family. And like, you should feel comfortable and confident going in, even if it's after a night where you could barely stand up, you know? Anyways, we're going to move on to our final call of the episode. Hi, Dawn. I have to ask, why did you catfish an entire group of kids that pissed you off in elementary school?
Cause like, I'm a bad bitch. I don't know.
You're like, well, they pissed me off. No, I mean, I get that. Okay.
No, they did me dirty and they needed to pay.
Okay, so how old were you and how old were they? Like, what grades were y'all in?
We were all like, I want to say like either 4th or 5th grade, and this was like early 2000s. So like catfishing
Was very believable. Like, as someone who was there, I thought I was instant messaging like Zac Efron half the time. Like, I understand the simplicity of catfishing, if that's what you're getting at. If it's not, forget everything I've just told you.
No, like, you're right on it. Like, unfortunately, it was like, well, not unfortunately for me, obviously, like, it worked for me, but like, unfortunately for these suckers, it was just too easy.
It was so simple. Like, the internet was like a brand new language that not everyone even came close to understanding. Okay, so what did they do to piss you off?
Okay, so to provide context, my friend group was very like close-knit, and it was very large, but also close-knit. And I was more of a tomboy, like, up until recently. I was always like, and there's nothing wrong with this, I was always just heavier. I was a heavier gal.
Sure.
And there's nothing wrong with that. But, like, anyway. So because I was a heavier girl, I just decided I was going to be a tomboy because I was like, I don't know. I don't even know what the fuck my process was, but it was there. And so I hung out with the boys of the group more than the girls. And let me tell you, when the pick-me girls are like, boys are just, like, not as much drama. Like, they're just not. That's a lie. Like, they're drama.
No, the boys have so much drama because it's drama that they can't openly show.
Yeah, like, they're so...
Like, they've got to be like, boys. They've got to be like, dog, bro. Like, they can't be like, what the fuck, you took my basketball away from me. Like, they can't do that because otherwise then they'll be the victim.
And God forbid they have feelings, because, like, God forbid. But so, like, they just never got that out. It was all built up. But anyway. So because I hung out with the boys, I got to hear, like, their side of the drama a lot more often than, like, the girl side. And they started talking about the girls, and, like, one of them had a crush on them. Like, one of the girls had a crush on one of the guys. And then they started beefing, and the friend group became, like, shambles central. And then the boys started turning to like body shaming the women.
Wait, so 2 of the boys in your friend group had a crush on the same girl?
Oh no, so sorry, that was probably me. But a guy, like on the guy side of the friend group, and a girl had a crush on each other.
Okay.
And then I don't know what happened, like that detail I can't recall, but like.
But the girl was like a part of a different clique. She wasn't a part of your group.
Yeah, like, she wasn't, like, a girl I was friends with.
Got it, okay.
So I don't know, actually, why I even, like, got so offended by this initially. But, so then they just start going to, like, anti-women slander.
Your friend group?
Yes, the boys.
Do they... I'm like, do they know that you are woman? Or no?
No, I think that like sometimes they forgot that like I was a girl.
You were literally one of the boys.
Yeah, like she's the
Oof.
man with me.
Oof. Oof. Okay. Okay.
I was the man.
You. Okay, so how did this end up in catfishing?
Okay, so I actually don't know why I took this like so personally, but like I guess I've always been that girl's girl, and this is how I know I'm a girl's girl because I hung out with only guys and they were shit talking girls that I didn't even know, and then they started body shaming, and I was like, this is where I draw the line. So I decided that I was going to make a fake woman, and I was going to take this guy down. I was going to ruin this man. That's what I decided.
Oh my God. I love a story about women in STEM. I mean, this is fucking beautiful. I am at the edge of my seat. Continue.
Oh God, like I actually regret this, but so this was, like I said, back in the day. So this was like, when I think about this was like when Instagram was like the brown logo, you know?
Oh my God, the classic. Yeah. You're talking to someone who's turning 32 in less than a month. Yeah, no, I know.
And so like, you know how it was like, how now we have like the sign out of your account and like you can see all your other accounts that you have if you're a crazy bitch and you have like 50 accounts.
Yeah, you couldn't see that at the time.
Yeah. So my ass took out this little phone book that my like grandma gave me, and I wrote down, Chris, I shit you know, I made a whole ass fake friend group. I made 5 different personalities.
Not you using like fucking multi-personality disorder for good.
Like my little phone book, I filled it in so if like my parents went and looked at it, it looked like it was like a kid I met at school. But it was like these fake people that I made up. And then in the back of the book, it had their like username and passwords.
Okay.
Like I just needed to cover my tracks. Not that anyone would investigate, but...
Not you like literally being a serial killer in 4th grade.
No, yeah, my mom in her Law and Order, you know, like...
I'm dead. Okay. So how did you catfish this head honcho in your friend group?
So I made up, like I said, 5 people, and I made the girl who I wanted to get the guy have the same name as him because he's like self-absorbed. So I knew he'd eat that up. And I started like, she was like this artsy girl and she was like really into video games and like her Instagram was like all of her artwork.
She being you.
She being this little voice in the back of my brain.
Okay.
Like scratching at my skull to get out.
So what did you do to take him down?
So he basically starts this faux relationship with her. And he's like getting like way too into it. And so then I'm also using these like other fake accounts to like help solidify that she's a person.
I might actually pee my pants. This is the funniest detective work I've ever heard of. And so I'm logging into all these other accounts to solidify the fact that she's a person and she's me.
I made 2 of the background characters be lesbian lovers with each other. I was like, oh yeah, this girl has 2 lesbian best friends.
I'm fucking obsessed and afraid of you. Oh my God.
Yeah, no, I was ahead of my time.
You really were. So what was like the final takedown?
So anyways, I started getting scared because I didn't even get to the final takedown because I wasn't like, it wasn't turning the way I was trying to. Like, I couldn't get a grip on like where the conversation was going with this group of guys that I knew at school and my fake 5 personalities and my big 5, if you will. So I was like, fuck, this is getting too out of hand. And like, I was like, I don't actually want to get invested into this enough as if I didn't already get invested and put everything in the back of a phone book.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I don't want to take this any further and like actually like hurt people because I think like me shutting it down will hurt enough to justify the things he was saying about women. And I want to remind you that I was a young elementary schooler and this haunts me now.
It's okay. Just tell us the truth.
Okay, I didn't know how to back out of this. And so I was like messaging the guy from the girls thing and I was like, me and my family are going on a road trip. I'll text you when we get there. And then like a day later, I went on my fake accounts and was posting RIP this girl. And he was like,
oh my God. Bitch, you are the movie Black Swan. I don't give a shit what anybody says. What the fuck?
So yeah, then he was like, what the fuck do you mean RIP?
No wonder nobody uses their imaginations anymore, because you took all the fucking power. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my. Oh my God, you're insane. And I'm like, I want your brain to be put towards science, period. Like, I want you to live a full life, but like, also I want your brain to be put towards science.
I wish I could like solve a math problem. Like, I wish I could do that.
So you basically traumatized your head honcho of your friend group by saying the person that he was in an online relationship died on a family road trip?
Yeah, so the clutch two lesbian characters, the background characters that I made up, they were like, yeah, she got in a car crash on her way and she died. And oh my gosh, this is okay. So then one of the guys was like, that's crazy. Like, what are the odds of that? So then he looks up this area that I said that these people, he looks up the area of where I said these girls live. And then he looks up car crashes. Shit you not. It just so happened that a car crash happened. And I didn't know that.
Oh, honey, you are a dark spirit that I do not claim.
So I felt horrible because I was like, oh my fucking God, I thought that would be like the moment where they were like, oh, she was fake. And then they were going to blame it on I don't know. I didn't know where that was going to go, but I didn't think it would line up the way it did. And so then, shit you not, this kid starts coming to school depressed as fuck. And I'm like, oh God. And then he comes up to us, and this is again so early in like modern history that remote school wasn't like a thing. And he comes to us, his confidants, and tells us that due to all of the weight of recent events, he is going to be enrolling in online schooling.
Dawn, I'm going to be so upfront with you. I might actually pee my pants.
This haunts me to this day. And I'm in my 20s.
I'm crying.
Like, I can't imagine the karmic weight this holds. So now, like, every time I see a homeless person, I go buy them, like, a fucking thing from McDonald's because I still feel bad. I haven't seen this kid since.
Have you told him that it was you?
No, because he dropped off the face of the earth. He deleted all of his social media. He even deleted his Xbox account. And we used to game on Xbox 360. We would play COD Zombies together. And then he dropped off. And I was like, oh my God.
I mean, I will say he's probably never body shamed a woman again.
Yeah, no, I'm hoping not. I don't know if that would really be the lesson he would get out of it because I didn't make the connection.
But like maybe he's just like too sad about it to ever body shame a woman again. And then in that case, thank you for your service. That's major.
Yeah. So I guess moral of the story is I've been taken down straight men since my earliest recollection.
Yep. And lesson from the story is that you are our overlord.
No, I wouldn't do that now. I'm way too scared. People are really good at catching things now. Like,
no, it really is scary. People like know what IP addresses are and I don't. So yeah, no, the fun had to end. But thank you so much for sharing this on today's episode. Oh my God, what a wonderful way to end.
I'm so glad to be a part of it.
I am so glad that you were. I did not see really many aspects of that story coming. So thank you.
No, and like who would? And thank you. At the end of the day, thank you. And if I might add one more thing, free Palestine.
You know what? Free Palestine. That is such a good point.
Thank you. Thank you.
Incredible point. Incredible way to end. I am rooting for you, Dawn.
Thank you. Someone's gotta.
Have a good rest of your day. And thanks again for being a part of today's episode.
Thank you.
I'll talk to you in a little.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. Wow. Wow. First of all, free Palestine. Duh. Second of all, I'm so happy I wasn't the only one to catfish people. I didn't do it out of malice. It was just more out of like either horniness or boredom. Mostly a solid combination of the two. Wow, this was a crazy episode. Now, I am about to head on over to the after show where we are talking to Sierra again about her being the manager of a Spencer's Gifts and having endless wild stories. But then we're also talking to someone named Heidi who was working in the ER and had a woman come in with a G.I. Joe doll up her vagina. So, I mean, if that isn't just skyrocketing you into the air, I don't know what would. I'm very excited. But in the meantime, be sure to subscribe to Chris vs. the People wherever you get your podcasts. If you like video episodes, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Chris vs. the People. And while you're at it, be sure to give us 5 stars and leave a nice review that encourages people to listen, and follow us on TikTok and Instagram. And I'll see you guys on the after show. And if not, I'll see you next week. Bye.